so good.
Everyone ready camera-wise? We have fourth-year redshirt sophomore. Yes, fourth-year redshirt sophomore. Right-handed pitcher Alejandro Torres. We'll go into questions for Ale.
Ale, what do you think is the strength of this team, and how far do you guys think you can take it?
I mean, I can't name one singular strength. I think the lineup 1 through 9 and any lineup that we put out there is going to be able to produce runs. And I mean, the pitching staff as a whole, I mean, any guy you put out there, we kind of just trust whoever has the ball out there because there's a reason they're on the mound. A little biased here, but expect a lot out of the bullpen like last year. So yeah.
With that type of lineup, does it make pitchers a little bit more comfortable?
I mean, it definitely adds a sense of comfort knowing that, you know, there's going to be run support, but at the end of the day, no matter what inning you're throwing in, I mean, it's a 0-0 ball game and you're doing your best to put up a 0 on the board.
What excites you the most about this year's team?
It's just, we returned a core group of guys from last year. Obviously getting left on our own home field hosting a regional last year. I mean, that's about as sour a taste I think we could get, especially after how well we did at the beginning of the year. But again, what happened last year's already past us, and we're so set on this year, and we're ready to, you know, knock the door to Omaha. So,
What's your relationship with Carlos?
well, Lek and I go back from travel ball in high school to pitching against each other in the same district. He was at Terra, and I was at Belen. And you know, we weren't the closest friends, but now that we're both on the same team here, I mean, he's definitely one of my closer friends on the team, and he's someone that I can rely on for his wealth of knowledge on the mound, baseball, and life in general. He's just an overall outstanding human being.
How's he impressed amongst the other bullpen relievers?
I think everyone's impressed to a certain extent, but I guess what really stands out about Lek, his demeanor on the mound, the way he goes right after hitters, and his stuff, there's days that he looks like he's throwing invisibles out there. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. Like, there's days that his fastball looks like it can't get touched, doesn't matter how hard he's throwing, and he just has really nice off-speed stuff. So,
over the course of the summer and the fall, where do you feel like your game has improved the most?
I definitely have to say it's probably been making better pitches with 2 strikes, you know, just not trying to strike a guy out since, you know, pitch 1 or trying to make the perfect pitch right from the get-go, but really just attacking the batter, because at the end of the day, it's you versus the hitter, and you got to get him out somehow, and not just relying on the swing and miss, but realizing that you just make your pitch, you make a quality pitch, it's going to get the guy out.
Can I ask about you as well? Not just winning up there, but also sharing it with Rafe, Dorian, and Ronaldo?
Oh, that was definitely an experience I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. I remember when I found out I was going there, I was like, well, is there anyone else? And then they said, Rafe, Ronaldo, Dorian, and I'm like, man, like, these are some of like the closest guys I'm with on the team, and we all went there, and I feel like we all got better. And I mean, it kind of showed out in the fall and now in the beginning of the spring. It was just outstanding experience. Played with really great players there from all over the country too, and the competition was great. And from like a personal development standpoint, it was probably the best thing that could have happened to me.
Did you room with your teammates on this team?
So I got to room with Ronnie, also a local Miami guy. We grew up playing against each other. Unfortunately, not in high school, but like, you know, travel ball, Little League, and Grapeland, Tamiami, and all that. But yeah, it was awesome getting to share that experience with him, and we lived in the same house and all that with the same host family, so that was really fun.
We'll do a couple more for Ali.
Being from Miami, how cool does it feel to be able to represent where you're from, wearing orange and green?
This is by far this is the most pride that I take in anything probably that I've done, because I know at the end of the day I'm representing a school that I was 6 years old and waiting an hour in line for milkshakes for, and now my little cousin's doing the same thing, and I'm getting to put on the same green and orange uniform that so many great baseball players put on before me, and you know, I'm representing the Miami Hurricanes on my chest, and I have my family on my back, and I think that for me is more than anything.
How long do you have to wait for milkshakes now?
I mean, we're not allowed to have the milkshakes. Trust me, it was a bummer when I first transferred in and I found out players can't have them. But I mean, I think it's got to be the same wait time. I just saw they came out with like a new link that you could order while you're sitting. That would have been great when I was 8. But yeah, it's not. Unfortunately, I don't know.
That's devastating news.
You don't sneak them?
No, we really can't. And then they also know the players, and they're like, oh, you know, you guys can't have them. I would say I tried, or maybe didn't try last year, but yeah.
And then with the upgrades to the facilities, what's been your favorite part about it all?
I mean, the field looks beautiful. The bullpen's out of this world, but like me personally, I'm really big on the weight room. And man, that improvement that we made in there was just, I mean, it's state of the art. I don't think anyone else in the country has what we have. And on top of that, it's coupled by one of the best strength coaches I think around. I mean, I have all the faith in the world in HR and the programs that he writes for the players. And I think it's shown. If you just look at some of the guys and the improvements that they've made in their bodies, I mean, what he's doing in there with what he's been given, it's unbelievable.
Awesome. Thanks, Ollie.
Thank you.